good, MP. Let's keep this winning streak going.
Moments away, they gather at the Wells. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation. How does the development, Greg, of role players affect the team?
It can be a major factor. Being able to fill the needs of a team, that's what it's all about. A shot here, a block there, structural players, critical.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We'll see Powell and Leonard play in the forward spots. Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Zubac in at the 5. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Harden.
You know, a little bit of contact will not bother Leonard at all. I mean, he's so strong as a player. It's part of the deal for him.
The great one with the bucket. And it's the Clippers' ball. Dunn outside. Back to Leonard. That one doesn't go. Good D by Embiid. Grimes passes to the great one. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Harden kicks to Dunn. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Boy, how about Chris Dunn getting the ball in a great spot, making the deep attempt look elementary.
Grimes passes to the great one. Over Harden. And another. Once again, shot good from the great one. The great one's got 6.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
Harden scanning the floor. 6 on the shot clock. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Very efficient from the mid-range. Harden doesn't need a lot of wiggle room to feel comfortable shooting that shot.
The great one. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks. Well, the Sixers this summer signing Paul George to create a star trio, along with the great value signings around the edges, really is widely regarded as one of the league's most improved rosters. And guys, this team is poised to compete with the league's best. They have a big 3, and they have a real chance now to win a championship.
No doubt about it. We appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams. And it's the great one missing. LA's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Harden. Here's Leonard. Excellent D there from George.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought his A game.
The 3 from Harden. And the Clippers miss again.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Inside, Embiid has almost too many options. A lot of ways he can get it done.
Powell with it. Still scoreless. Dunn kicks to Powell. And the Clippers miss again. The 76ers leading by 7. Here's Grimes. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Now a look at the hottest teams in the league. These squads have knocked down everything in the last 10 games. The 76ers, number 1.
Well, you've got to love the shot selection lately. I mean, this team, the ball is finding the open man.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Kevin, I was able to talk with Nick Nurse for a minute. Now we talked about the unique challenge of Kawhi Leonard. From his perspective, Coach said Kawhi's strength is the issue. You can throw a lot at him and he'll just fight through it. So intelligence is the key. High IQ defense against a high IQ player. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And it's Leonard with the jam.
And a good nose for the ball, sniffing it out. Dunn picks it clean and heads the other way with it.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. Embiid finds George. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively. He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Back to George. Pass to the great one. Another three for Philadelphia.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
From 10 feet out, the shot by Powell, no good.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Bangs home the trifecta.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And, guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And he's good on the 3-ball. Leonard's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
You see the competitor in Leonard matching the 3 from the other end.
Here's the great one. A 3-pointer, no good. Clippers trail by 12. Leonard, the pass to Dunn. It's Powell on the wing. His last outing, he had 8 points. Harden can't hit. Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
Leonard. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's George. The shot from the low post is good. George has got 5.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Here's Leonard. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Kicks it out to Maxey. Zubac against Embiid. That one falls. Embiid's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And they get it. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Like looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
Jones checked in for the Clippers. Bogdan Bogdanović comes in for Dunn. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that. if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And it's the great one missing. Bucket is good. And the 76ers lead by 21.
This is what Drummond is known for, fellas. I mean, assertive, aggressive, relentless, hard-working. He's just a dogged offensive rebound.
Here's Harden. And it's the great one with the rebound. And here are the 76ers now. They are tearing through the league right now with 15 wins in a row.
And it is very impressive, but it's also interesting. I mean, even sitting here at the broadcast table and the storyline this group has created has you just impressed and a little scratch in your head, because we expect drama and a certain amount of unpredictability with this crew. That's not going away. But I tell you, this team seems to be minimizing or mitigating the volatility. They seem to be a lot more solid of late.
And the 76ers making a change here. And Clark, we know the last handful of years, the 76ers have been a threat in the East.
7 straight years of playoff runs. Can't get past that second-round barrier, though, Kevin. But as far as success, they've been as consistent as it comes in the East the last decade.
The three from Harden. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
Pass to the great one. The three. And Jones pulls it down. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers, the 17-footer. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Here now, the Clippers. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. It may very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
A dead-eye shooter. Bogdan working off the pass there.
The 76ers leading by 22. Here's the great one. Really played well against Brooklyn in his last outing. That shot, no good.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Harden outside. Outside Leonard. To the inside. Jones. And then Jones with the jam.
There's the unselfishness of Kawhi Leonard, keeping his teammates involved.
Pass to Bona. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's the great one. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Kawhi Leonard. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the 76ers.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball. Looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Zubac is checked in for Leonard. Amir Coffey comes in for Powell. And it's Ben Simmons in for James Harden. And the 3 ball is good. And that's now 30 points for the great one.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
And Simmons slams it in.
We talk about the feel for the game, and Simmons has it. So adept at cashing in on what the defense gives him off these pick-and-roll sets, and that's not as easy as he makes it look.
Outside Bogdanovich. Simmons looking around. We've got 22 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Coffey. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Zubac. Rebound by the 76ers. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Yeah, and that...
76ers with a completely new group now. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Dunn's checked in. Outside, Simmons. Dunn outside. Back to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
I think this is what Simmons loves to do more than anything. When he's looking to score, he wants to get all the way to the rack.
They've got Embiid. Maxey out there with the great one. And it's Yabusele in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Right side, Simmons. And they double up Simmons. Pass to Zubac. Zubac with the screen for Dunn. 6 to shoot. And it's off from three-point range. Last outing for the Clippers, they won that game against the Kings.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Now Bogdanovich. He picked up 12 points in their last one against Sacramento. Fires the 3. And it's the great one with the rebound. The great one's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Grimes with the bucket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Takes a shot at the elbow. Bogdanovich, no luck.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David.
Dropping the hammer. That's why Embiid looks to get deep inside position.
And Simmons kicks to Zubac. Pass to Bogdanovich. And it's Dunn in the corner. Simmons sets a screen for Dunn. Simmons with it. The rebound by Yabusele.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Simmons with it. Maxey covering. Jones, no luck.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
And the foul called on the great one. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Derek Jones. And it's James Harden in for Ben Simmons. Dunn outside. And the Clippers miss again.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
The great one. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. The great one's got 4 this quarter.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Early in his career, Leonard wouldn't take those shots. Now he's got the confidence to pull up off the dribble.
Embiid, the pass to the great one. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid. 36 points for the great one.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And here's Leonard from 3. Sinks the triple. Leonard's got 12 points in the game.
This is how dominant Leonard can be. And once he finds his comfort zone, he keeps his foot on the gas. You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure. Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
The Clippers have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
It's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
Dunn, wide open, he fires. He drains the quick shot. Dunn's got his second bucket of the night.
You've come to expect great passing from Harden. He's got a reputation for finding open guys.
Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Pass to the great one. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
And Harden with the stop.
You see it less often, but make no mistake now, given the opportunity, the beard can still throw it down on your head.
Down low, here's Embiid, and the layup's good off the glass. Embiid's got 6 points in the quarter.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists, that's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Dunn, the bounce pass. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists now in this one. Outside, Maxey. Over Dunn. The Clippers grab the miss. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stint. Philadelphia's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on 3-pointers. Here's the great one. Back to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. Pass to Yabusele. To the left wing. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Trains it from beyond the arc. Grimes has got 12 in the game.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
The great one with the bucket. 42 points for the great one.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
Bogdanovich left side. Outside Leonard. There's the triple. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 3 assists in the game. And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. A different look for the Clippers. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Jones. And Norman Powell subbed in for Bogdanovich. From 18 feet away, Powell with the steal. Pass to Leonard. Goes up at the stripe. And it's Bona with the rebound.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
That bucket in no time at all. The great one's got 44.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Harden, no good.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Here's the great one. He's got 44. Clock at 4. Tries again. And the layup is up and in. 46 points for the great one.
You know, as you add experience, you start to see the floor better. That was a sweet find by Drummond.
And so Harden will bring it up for the Clippers. Pass to Leonard. Harden outside. Screen by Zubac. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Here in the second quarter, he's been cold from distance. I think he may need to adjust his approach. He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
And Los Angeles guys shooting 43% for the game. Knocks it loose. Stolen by George. Here's the great one, guarded by Harden. The great one with the bucket.
You know, they're looking good, really good right now because of him. He sees this game by the throat, and he's squeezing hard.
Harden the pass to Powell. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 5 assists tonight. Here's George. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
They couldn't shut down the lane. Only thing that would stuff that is prime check. Maybe 2 of me.
Now that is a... Now it's time to check in on how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up. That is more than enough of a...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from the great one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. We'll see Powell and Leonard playing the forward spots. Harden out there with Dunn, and it's Zubac in at the center.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Leonard, that's for 2. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Well, the pick gives Leonard some space, and he wisely calls his own number.
People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Clippers have gotten just 1 of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Harden finds Leonard. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
To the middle, here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
And Los Angeles guys shooting the ball at 42%. And Leonard has it in the corner. And again, no good by the Clippers. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And here's Leonard from 3. And it's Leonard again missing.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Here's Embiid. The shot's good on the assist by George. 14 points for Joel Embiid.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself. Couldn't control himself there.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
George against Leonard. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Excellent D there from George.
You know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. He's made all 6 of his tries at the line so far.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Matter of fact, a lot of his points came from the stripe. He was feeling it. You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
Here's the great one. From down in the low post, it goes. The great one's got 4 this quarter.
George with a fantastic look. Excellent job creating an easy opportunity for his teammate.
Pass to Leonard. That's a 2 from Powell. And it falls over the rim and in. Powell's got 7 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Embiid in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Yep, it counts. Embiid's got 9 points here in the second half.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 8 rebounds in this game. To the paint, here's Harden. Rebound by the 76ers. George has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Grimes passes to George. Shoots from 12. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Wasted no time on that one. Leonard's got 19 points.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
And you know what? This guy is just a natural-born scorer.
Harden outside. Pass to Powell. Here's the 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
No clue where that...
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. It was a tale of...
Great win tonight, MP. too.